A royal revelation has just shaken the world to its core. In a deeply emotional moment, King Charles unveils Princess Diana's final wish, one so heartfelt, so powerful, that it brings both Prince William and Prince Harry to tears. For years, the world has speculated about Diana's final thoughts, but now the truth comes straight from the heart of the monarchy. What did the beloved princess truly desire for her sons? Brace yourself for a story of love, legacy, and a mother's undying hope beyond the grave. The hidden letter that shook the monarchy. Within the stately halls of Clarence House, a place where tradition reigns and emotions are often hidden behind duty, a long-hidden secret finally came to light. It was an ordinary day on the surface, but a simple act by King Charles would soon ignite a wave of emotion that no one in the royal family was truly prepared for. While sorting through some old possessions, King Charles opened a private safe tucked away in one of the royal chambers. He expected to find something official, perhaps documents from past reigns, state records, or diplomatic notes. But what he discovered was something far more personal, something that would send shockwaves through the very core of his family and the monarchy itself. Inside the safe lay a single envelope. The paper was aged, the seal still intact, and the handwriting unmistakable. It was Diana's. Princess Diana, the woman the world once called the people's princess, the mother of his children, and the symbol of grace, strength, and vulnerability within the royal family. What he held was not just paper, it was a part of her soul, captured in ink. He didn't open it alone. Later that evening, in a private family room lit only by soft lamps and heavy with silence, Charles summoned his sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. They entered the room as men, wearing years of royal responsibility and public pressure on their shoulders. But as soon as Charles handed them the letter and spoke the words, "This is your mother's final wish," time seemed to stop. The room, once so full of royal weight, now stood still in an almost sacred silence. The envelope trembled slightly in William's hand as they broke the seal together. As their eyes moved across the handwritten lines, filled with love, hope, and perhaps a plea from beyond the grave, they were no longer princes, no longer heirs to a centuries-old throne. In that moment, they were simply two boys, sons, who had lost their mother far too young. Tears streamed down their faces, not for the crown, not for history, but for their mother. The woman who loved them fiercely, who protected them as best she could from a life she never fully escaped herself. Her voice, frozen in time, spoke directly to them through ink and paper. With a warmth and honesty the royal halls had not seen in decades. The power of that letter was not in its content alone, but in the healing it sparked, the bridge it built between the past and present, between duty and feeling. It was a reminder that beneath the medals, the suits, the public waves, and speeches beat the hearts of real people. A father who once loved her, and sons who still miss her. That evening didn't just bring tears, it brought clarity. It brought a part of Diana back into the room. And it reminded all who were present that the most powerful messages aren't always spoken on a stage. Sometimes they are written quietly, in love, and hidden away until the time is right. And now, that moment, Diana's final whisper, is reshaping how the royal family sees itself and the legacy it must carry forward. But what could Princess Diana have written in that letter? Why was it just being released decades after her death? Let's delve into the details of the content concealed in the letter. A mother's plea for freedom, not power. This was no ordinary letter. It wasn't about royal titles, thrones, or passing on the weight of a kingdom. There were no mentions of legacy, no formal goodbyes soaked in tradition or duty. Instead, it was something far more powerful. a raw, emotional plea from a mother who loved fiercely. A mother who saw what the world and the palace might one day demand from her sons, and quietly, yet boldly, resisted it. These were the words of Diana, Princess of Wales, but more importantly, they were the words of a mother who wanted to protect her children not just from danger, but from a future where they might lose themselves to roles they never chose.